Good morning, with you Miss Yasmin, science teacher. We are going to cover lesson 4, unit 1, conserving the water. First, the water. What is the symbol of the water? The symbol of the water, H2O. So it consists of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. They are connected together by a bond which is called single covalent bond. And between them there is angle which is 104.5. Here, as shown in the figure, slide number 2, water molecules consist of 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Here we can see the single covalent bond, and the angle is 104.5. Water molecule linked together by another bond which is called hydrogen bond. Between the water molecule there is a bond which is called hydrogen bond, and it is a weak electrostatic attraction force between the water. And here the water molecule is polar compound as shown in the figure. The water consists of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. There is single covalent bond between the water, and between the molecules of the water there is another bond which is called hydrogen bond. So, scientific term, what is the weak electrostatic attraction force between the molecule of the water? It is called hydrogen bond. Here, slide number 3, we are going to take the physical and the chemical properties of the water. What is the physical properties of the water? Number 1, water exists in 3 states. What are the 3 states of the water? They are solid, liquid, and gas. Solid like ice, liquid like water, and gas like water vapor. Here, water is a good polar solvent. We are going to make activity to show how the water is a good polar solvent. We bring 3 beakers full of water. In the first beaker we added some salt, in the second beaker we added some sugar, and in the third beaker we added oil. We can make stirring. By stirring we can see that the salt and the sugar dissolve in the water, but the oil don't dissolve in the water. Why the salt dissolve in the water? The salt dissolve in the water because salt is ionic compound. So the water is a good polar solvent. Most of the ionic compound dissolve in the water, but the sugar and the oil are covalent compound. Sugar dissolve in water, but oil don't dissolve in water. Both of them are covalent compound, but the sugar dissolve and the oil don't dissolve. Give reason why the sugar dissolve in water. The sugar dissolve in water because it can make hydrogen bond, but the oil can't make this hydrogen bond. Here, water is a good polar solvent. Water is a good polar solvent, so most of the ionic compound dissolve in water. So water can dissolve a covalent compound such as sugar because it forms hydrogen bond. Some covalent compound like oil don't dissolve in water because it can't make hydrogen bond. 3. Water boiling point and freezing point. The boiling point of water is less than 100 degrees and the freezing point is less than 0 degree. But the water, when it is pure, the pure water, the boiling point at 100 and the freezing point at 0 degree. Slide number 4. Water density decrease on freezing. Here as shown in the figure, when the water temperature becomes less than 4 degrees, what will happen to the water? First, the ice is lower than the water in its density. This because the temperature is less than 4 degrees. The water molecules are connected to each other by bond which is called hydrogen bond, and take the shape of ice crystal as shown here and have a hexagonal shape. What is the shape? It takes the shape of hexagonal shape with large volume and space. Now give reason. On putting a glass bottle completely filled with water in a freezer, what will happen? It will break because when water freezes, the volume increase. B. What is the chemical properties of the water? The water has neutral effect on litmus paper. What the meaning of neutral effect on litmus paper? Here we are going to bring 2 beakers filled with water and added litmus paper. What will happen? The red litmus paper and the blue litmus paper doesn't change because water has neutral effect on litmus paper, because when it is ionized it gives positive hydrogen ion and negative hydrogen ion. Slide number 5. Electrolyzes. What is the electrolyzes? Here we have a device. It is called Hofmann voltmeter. What is the importance of Hofmann voltmeter? It is used to electrolyze the water. It is used to separate oxygen atom from the hydrogen atom. As shown here in the figure, Hofmann voltmeter, we added some water and put H2SO4. Why we added H2SO4? Because the pure water is bad conductor of electricity. Here, H2O electrolyzes and we would dilute H2SO4. What will happen? It will give hydrogen plus oxygen. The oxygen go to the anode and the hydrogen go to the cathode. Here we can see hydrogen gas evolved at the cathode because hydrogen ion are positive charge. The ratio here, the hydrogen is double to the oxygen. Why? Because the water consists of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. The idea of work of the Hofmann voltmeter is used to electrolysis of the acidified water. Slide number 6. Give reason. In Hofmann voltmeter, oxygen evolve at the anode while hydrogen evolve at the cathode, because oxygen is a negative charge while hydrogen ion are positive charge. We said that why we added drop of sulfuric acid to the water, because pure water is bad conductor of electricity. Now we are going to take the water pollution. What is the water pollution? It is addition of any substance to the water which change in the water properties affect the health and the life of the living creature. Here, slide number 7. Types of water pollution. Kind of the pollution. We have biological pollution and chemical pollution. What is a biological pollution? It is mixing animal and human wastes with water. What is its harm? The infection by man make many diseases like bilharzia, typhoid, and hepatitis. The chemical pollution, here when we throw some sewage in the sea or in the river and in the canals. So what will happen? If we added lead, it will make death of the brain cell. The mercury make blindness and the arsenic make liver cancer. Here, slide number 8. We have number 3 and number 4, thermal pollution and radiant pollution. What is the thermal pollution? Increase the temperature of the water that used in cooling the nuclear reactors. What will happen? It will make death of all the marine creatures. Radiant pollution, dumping the atomic wastes in ocean and seas. Slide number 9. Protection of water from pollution. How to protect the water from pollution? Number 1, prevention of getting rid of sewage and dead animals in the river. And we have to developing the stations of water. And we have to don't store the tap water in empty plastic bottle. Why? Give reason. Because plastic react with chlorine gas which make cancer. Slide number 10. Questions on lesson 4. Give reason. The high boiling point of water due to the hydrogen bond. Oil can dissolve in water because it can't make hydrogen bond. 3. Adding few drops of sulfuric acid to the water because pure water is bad conductor of electricity. What happened? Store water in plastic bottle, it will make cancer. 2. Mix animal and human wastes in water, it will make biological pollution. Thank you.